Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to another High Button Sports broadcast of the High Button Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League. My name's Easton Chu from High Button Sports, welcoming you inside the Queen's Place Emira Center here in Liverpool, Nova Scotia, for today's U15 Major Hockey League game between the visiting Rangers and the hometown Western Hurricanes. The Rangers looking to bounce back after a 6-1 defeat to the Halifax Wolverines on home ice yesterday. But the Western Hurricanes are looking to stay hot. 2-game winning streak. They came off of a hot 4-3 win versus Bedford yesterday down at the Greenfoot Energy Center, and they look to carry that momentum into today's game as we're off. It's 1-1 back off the draw by the Rangers. That one gets fired in deep. Tanner Alexis staying in his crease. Battling now along the boards. Still fighting for possession there. The Hurricanes look to break out now, tipped off the wall. Skating through now, it's picked up by the Rangers in their own end. It's West. Cash West in his own end now, looking to set things up. Trying to break out, now broken up on the play by Dimmel. Tenwell tries to fish it out. Henrik Tenwell with it, now sent out in front for Why Not. Why Not? It's tied up there, sent out in front once again, loose there. Now it's taken away by the Rangers. Here they come up through on the attack. Now it gets broken up near the penalty box. Now it's taken away by the Western Hurricanes. Up the left side is Tenwell walking his way in, sent across. Broken up with the paddle of McKinnon, now going the other way. So Rangers, they look to head on the attack. Putting on the brakes now. The Rangers still with it. Sent cross ice, broken up by Donchmont in the corner. Now it's sent around the boards. Picked up by Surrett at the blue line. Fired in deep. Now sent out in front once again. Loose puck that time. Gets poked away. That one kept in by Surrett once again at the blue line. Bouncing puck that time. McKenzie tries to get by Surrett, but Surrett doing an excellent job holding the line there. Hit on the play to Ferguson. So he falls down to the ice. Surrett comes pinching in. McKenzie tries to pick up the loose puck. Surrett able to work it down low. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes. McKenzie able to dish this one off. Now skating the other way. It's Bennett. Dallas Bennett trying to work his way in. Bennett a shot that time. Gets redirected. Now down low. It's picked up by the Rangers. Here they come on the breakout. Skating their way up through center. Over to the right to West. Can't hang on to it cleanly. Now going down low. Trying to knock him off the puck is Hughes. Now it's sent around. Picked up now by the Rangers. But immediately battling once again. Bit of a hack that time. That went high. Now going the other way is McKenzie. Once again, McKenzie trips up on it. Tries to get it over to Churchill. Just out of reach. Now it's picked up by West. West dishes this one off. Picked off by Churchill and fired in deep. Now it'll be picked up by Finley Howe. He has it along the boards. Circles that one the other way. Now up the right side here. The Rangers with it. Trying to work it up to Burgess. Broke it up and sent in on the play. Now the Rangers with it. Passed up through to Finley Howe. Now it's picked up by Blinn. Martin Blinn off the boards. Passed up through to Churchill. Broken up on the play. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes once again. Hughes will fire that one in deep after taking a hit. Now down low. Gugu will pick it up behind his own netminder. Trying to break it up on the play, but Gugu's still with it. Gugu dishes this one off to Burgess, and a reverse hit that time from Gugu away from the play. Gugu laying the boom that time, and a shot on goal from Burgess is easily covered up by Marcus Tanner. Now an ozone face-off here for the Rangers. Not sure what's going on over here. It looks like the door might be open near the Rangers bench. Seem to be all right. Now it'll be an ozone face-off for the Rangers to the left of Marcus Tanner as we're off once again. Off the draw, down low, Ferguson has it, sent around the boards. Now it's picked up in the corner, broken up on the play once again. The Hurricanes with it, trying to build off of it. Now around the boards once again. Broken up on the play, now taken away by Tenwell. Tenwell gets it taken away, able to dish that one off to Dimmel. Now skating this one the other way into the corner. Now here come the Rangers, skating this one up through center ice. Working their way in. Now here come the Western Hurricanes skating the other way. It's Why Not. That one gets sent in deep, and taking a hit on the play is Colton Why Not. That's picked up by the Rangers. Now broken up on the play once again. That's picked up by McPherson. Pass picked off now to Chambers. Chambers trying to circle through. Lucas Chambers now. Shot that time. Stopped by the goaltender. Now Tenwold picks it up in the corner. Henrik Tenwold does work it back to the point. Gets it broken up. Now here come The Rangers skating this one out the other way. Hit there on the play. Now it's broken up. Here's Canuck. Alex Canuck sends that one in deep. Now here's West. Cash West with it. Able to work this one around the boards. Broken up on the play, and McPherson dishes this one off. Now here come the Rangers skating this one up through on the attack. Now down low, it's going to be picked up by Morash, the affiliate player for the Hurricanes. Number 24, Nolan Morash, making his debut today. Now just out of reach of Chambers. Now a loose puck race and icing called on the play. We'll get our first stoppage of play just over 4 minutes in to this opening frame. Now an O-zone face-off for the Rangers. They look to go on the attack as we're off once again. Now that one gets fired in off the draw. Now to the corner. Once again, just avoiding a hit that time is the Rangers. Now at the blue line, broken up once again. Now the Hurricanes pick it up in front of their own bench. That one gets poked away from Hubley. Now into the corner for Canuck. Canuck, it'll get this one up to Lucas. Kingston Lucas, that one gets poked away from him. Now it's picked up by the Rangers, tripped up in the slot. Now the Hurricanes with it, circles it back to Morash down low. Morash feeds this one up the right side, broken up on the play and sent down by the Rangers. Now along the boards, the Hurricanes have it. They look to go on the attack. Now it gets fired down, looks like it'll have enough for icing. It's waved off though, just as it gets down there. Now the Rangers with it behind the net. Skating this one up through now, taking a hit on the plays. That one gets fired down. Tanner plays this one aside for Blinn. Martin Blinn up the right side to Bennett. Dallas Bennett trying to skate for this loose puck as he does. Bennett trying to work his way in. Takes a hit there along the boards. Now McKenzie meets him behind the net. Down low, Donchmont fighting for possession. Now on the side of the net, a shot stopped by the goaltender. Rebound now. It's picked up by the Rangers. Here they come on the attack. It's the Rangers working their way up through. It's Burgess. Burgess is barely staying on side. Now Bennett breaks it up. Kept in though with ease by LeBlanc. The blue line now going forward as the Rangers into the slot, drop down low. On the doorstep there to the forehand. Stopped by Tanner, and the rebound covered up by Marcus Tanner. Now an O-zone face-off coming up here for the Rangers with 9:33 to go as we're off once again. Off the draw, it's picked up by the Hurricanes. Center ice. Once again, try to go forward off of it. Now the Rangers with it, banked off the boards that time. Now in front of the penalty box, it's broken up once again. Now skating this one down. Now it's picked off by the Rangers once again, skating up that right side, dishes that one over. Now trying to work their way in. Now one gets broken up from Turner. Now that one gets broken up by the Hurricanes once again. Up the boards to Tenwald. Henrik Tenwald now with speed on the attack. Trying to work his way in to the slot. Tenwald gets it broken away. Now behind the net, it's picked up by Surrett. Surrett up to Turner now. Turner up the left side. Now picked up by Ferguson. Ferguson finds Corkum there in front of the penalty box. Corkum still with it. Banks that one down. Icing waved off on the play. Down low. That one gets batted away by McKinnon. Now up the right side, here come the Rangers. They look to go on the attack. It's McPherson who drops this one off. Now a chance for Chalk. Trig Chalk shot that time, kicked away by Tanner. Rebound now, it's picked up by the Western Hurricanes. Skating this one up through Santo. Santo over the red line, fires it in deep. Down low now, it's picked up by McKinnon. McKinnon dishes this one off. Circling back the other way behind the net. Dished over to the left, broken up on the play. Now it just avoids the body in the Rangers bench. Now the Rangers look to take possession of it as they do. They're able to get that one up. That one goes up and out of play. We'll get a stoppage play here. 8:08 to go in the opening frame. Face-off goes right in front of the Hurricanes bench. So we get set to go here one more time. Linesman drops the puck. That one gets fired in right away off the draw. Now down low, it's sent around the boards. And this one gets poked up. Now a chance going the other way for the Western Hurricanes. Now down low, hit on the play on Chambers that time. Now Lucas with it. Kingston Lucas gets it taken away from him. Now here come the Rangers skating the other way on the attack. Dishes it off to Burgess. Burgess shot that time, excuse me. Goes wide. Now Finley Howe battling down there. 2-on-2 in the corner. Couple cross checks on the play that time, no call. Now Finley Howe with it. Broken up by the Hurricanes. They look to go forward off of it up to Hosen. Hosen has Chambers, can't get it there. Broken up by the Rangers on the play. Hosen with the last chance effort, able to fire that one down the full length of the ice. And here come the Rangers skating this one up through. Passed it up, staying on side on the attack. Toe drag through that time and broken up on the play. Now Kendall will get that one back and send it down. Now broken up on the play. Now going the other way. That one gets broken up. McKenzie tries to go forward off it. Carson McKenzie trying to walk his way in. Has Bennett far side. Tries to get it over to Donchmont. Gets broken up on the play, though. Hit there from McKenzie now as it goes up the right side. Kept in at the blue line. Shot that time. Stopped by McKinnon as it went high. Now along the boards. Hit on the play. The Rangers still with possession of it. Another hit that time from McKenzie. McKenzie really throwing the body this game. Now here come the Rangers skating this one up through center on the attack. Dishes it off. Now a chance in on goal for the Rangers. Kendall's shot. Can't get it off. Now it's taken away by the Hurricanes. Kept in with these at the blue line. A shot there. That one goes wide of the net. Rebound now. It's picked up along the half wall by West. Works it down low. Trying to send it out in front. Goes off the back of the net. Now here comes Donchmont for the Hurricanes. Passed up through. Can't quite connect with McKenzie that time. Now the Rangers with it. Over near the penalty box. Good battle there. Puck comes free, and that one gets cleared away by the Western Hurricanes. Down low, Tenwold's going to pick up the loose puck. Hank Tenwold trying to find Dimmel. Now it's picked up by Turner. Turner passed up through, broken up on the play. Down low, Tenwold has it on the side of the net, but McKinnon there to cover that loose puck up. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the opening frame. So it'll be an O-zone face-off here for the Western Hurricanes. We'll get a face-off infraction called on the play. Still an O-zone face-off here for the Western Hurricanes. Shots on goal sit at 4-3 in favor of the Rangers. Still no score in this one. And that net was off there on the near side. Referee Ian Colbert there to fix that up. We're all good now. Linesman Byron O'Coin set to drop the puck now as we're off. Now right off the draw. Can't keep it at the blue line. Now a chance in on goal for the Rangers. Working their way in to the forehand. A shot there. They score. Jake Wilmot. Breakaway goal. Beats Tanner back post with the forehand. And the Rangers strike first in this one. Wilmot puts home his third of the season. The Rangers lead this one 1-0. Just under halfway through with the opening frame. Puck dropped now at center ice as we're off. It's one back. Ferguson with it. Ferguson tries to dish that one over to Corkum. Corkum up the right side to Dimmel. That one gets poked away. Now Wynot tries to chip it in deep. That's picked up by the Rangers near the penalty box. Skating up the right side, broken up on the play. Wynot tries to fight for possession. Broken up once again. Now the Rangers with it. Into the corner now, battling. Ferguson lost his stick. Back to the blue line, sent over for the Rangers. Shot on goal that time, gets broken up. Turner shot that time, goes wide. Now that one comes free to center ice. Surrett there to pick up the loose puck in front of his own bench. He'll fire that one down, broken up by Corkum on the play. Now into the corner. Chase Corkum with it. Skating up the left side, banks that one off the boards. Kept it at the blue line by the Rangers. Now Ferguson with it down low, broken up by McPherson, able to work it over to Corkum. Now along the boards. It's picked up by the Western Hurricanes, trying to chip this one up. Kept in by Dufour. Now here comes Ferguson. Kellen Ferguson up the right side, broken up on the play. Now the Hurricanes, Dimmel tries to hang on to it. Able to pick up that loose puck once again. Huge hit there in open ice from both guys. Now Gugu fires that one over cross ice. In front of the Rangers bench as they look to go on the attack. Gets it sent in deep. Tanner out of his crease to play the puck. He'll leave it for Corkum. Chase Corkum fires this one over to the right side. Kept in just over the red line. Can't keep it in the zone, though. Now it's passed up, broken up, though. On the play, the Hurricanes able to get it back. Passes it up through. Now picked off by the Rangers once again. Up the right side, they're able to work that one up. That one will go the full length of the ice down low. It's picked up by Corkum. Corkum down low, immediately met by the Rangers. Now a good 2v2 Now 3v2 battle for the Hurricanes down low. Freed up, though, by the Rangers. They send it out in front of this lost shot there. Stopped by Tanner. And the rebound, nothing comes of it. .402 left to go here in the opening frame. 6-3 the shots in favor of the Rangers. The Rangers lead this one 1-0. O-zone faceoff coming up here for the Rangers. So they look to strike once again. Puck drop now as we're off. It's one back by the Western Hurricanes up the left side there. Hit on the play. The Rangers able to keep that one in. Now Canuck avoids a hit there from Kendall. Now Morash with it. Morash around the boards, tries to find Dion. Still battling there along the boards. Chalk has it at the blue line. Fired in off a deflection, kicked away by Tanner. Now at the right side, that one goes high off the glass. Cleared away, though, by the Western Hurricanes. Icing waved off on the play. Now passed over. That one just goes wide. Now up to Burgess, broken up on the play near the penalty box. Still fighting for possession there. That one gets fired in deep. That's picked up by the Rangers with it. Tries to break out of it. Up to Burgess. Burgess on the attack. Chips it in. Morash with it. Met by Burgess. Burgess, that one goes high off the glass. Cleared away to the neutral zone. Now here's Surrett. Broken up on the play, but he's still with it. Slides it over to Burgess on the play. Now to the corner. Canuck breaks it up once again. Canuck over to Hosen. Now Mateo Hosen will look to skate this one up. Hosen broken up on the play by Wilmot. Wilmot picks it up, broken up once again by the Hurricanes. They're able to dish this one off. Far side, now it's picked up by West. West skating this one up through, able to split the D. West still with it, working their way in. West able to work it down low. Broken up, though, by Canuck. West on the side of the net, stopped by the netminder. Rebound now, comes out to the corner. Now the Rangers in the corner battling. Good tie up there along the half wall. And that one gets worked down low. The Hurricanes able to clear the puck. They look to break out of it. Slid across far side. Hosen can't hang on to that one cleanly. Now it'll be picked up by Morash once again. Up the left side to Chambers. Now it's taken away by West. Now drop back for the Rangers. Passed up through to the right side. Can't be hung on to. Now up near the penalty box. It'll be picked up by the Western Hurricanes as Chambers will fire that one in deep. Down low, Gugu and Hosen collide. Now here comes Dufour. Dufour, that one gets broken up by Dimmel. Bear Dimmel takes a hit. Why not with him? Dimmel trying to work his way in. Caught up in the feet. Brought down to the ice. So it's going to be a penalty coming here to the Rangers. So the Rangers take the first penalty of the hockey game. The Hurricanes will have the first power play of the hockey game. Referee Cooper Stewart to center ice to make the call. It's going to go to Cash West for tripping. So no zone faceoff coming up here for the Western Hurricanes as they head to the man advantage with 1:38 to go in the opening frame. 8-3 to shots in favor of the Rangers and 1-0 Rangers to score. Now slid over to Wynot, back to Canuck. Canuck over to Dimmel. Dimmel trying to work his way in, a shot that time. Now down low, the Hurricanes able to get it back. Here's Dimmel. Dimmel will slid across to Wynot. Wynot shot that time, stopped by the goaltender. That one caught up in the feet of Tenwold. Now Canuck able to keep that one in. Now along the half wall, the Rangers able to clear up a Canuck there near the red line to eliminate that chance of going down the whole way. Now here's Tenwold. Tenwold back to Dimmel. Tenwold get it. Tenwold and Dimmel there playing hot potato. Delayed offside on the Hurricanes. Now the Rangers with it in their own end, fired up the right side. Tanner will come out of his crease to play the puck. He's going to leave it for Canuck. Canuck now skating this one up through. Canuck up the left side on the attack now. He takes a bump on the play near the penalty box. That one gets cleared away by the Rangers. Heading the other way. Corcoran will be the first to the loose puck. Finley Howe right there for the Rangers. Now slid across up the left side. Canuck fires far side to Tenwold. Tenwold staying on side and offside called on the play. And that, I thought that puck was sitting on the blue line. I didn't look like it came outside to me from my angle. Offside called on the play right in front of the Rangers bench. 31.4 seconds to go here in the opening frame. Slid across to Corkum. Corkum in his own end, slides it over. Martin Blinn up the right side. Blinn gives him a hit on the play. That's picked up by the Hurricanes. Slid across to Corkum. Chase Corkum. Shot that time. Gets blocked. Corkum able to get it back. Hand pass that time. And Turner blocks another shot. So face-off will go in front of the Rangers penalty box here with 12 seconds to go in the opening frame. Puck drop now as we're off. Trying to go forward off the draw is Dion. Now Santo winds up with a shot punched away by McKinnon. Rebound comes out. Corkum trying to work it down low. Corkum looking to get off a shot before the end of the period. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it. Blinn will fire it at the buzzer, and that'll do it. 1 period of completed hockey action here on High Button Sports of the High Button Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League. After 1 period of play, the Rangers lead the Western Hurricanes 1-0. We'll take a brief break in the action. We'll be right back here after the break. Alrighty, welcome back, hockey fans. My name's Easton Shue from High Button Sports. Welcome you back inside the Queen's Place Mirror Center for the second period of play in today's Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League game between the hometown Western Hurricanes and the visiting Rangers. Referee to center ice drops the puck as we're off. It's won back by the Rangers. The Rangers lead this one 1-0. The Hurricanes still on the power play for another 15 seconds in counting. The Hurricanes dish this one off to Dimmel. Bear Dimmel. Pass there. Gets taken away by Finley Howe. Reaches Tanner in goal. Kicked away. Now it's picked up by Corkum. Chase Corkum. So we're about to be back to even strength. Corkum skating this one up through on the attack. It's poked away from him. Now broken up right away. Now it's picked up by Wynot. Staying on side. A shot there. That goes high the net. Now it's picked up by Tenwold off the rebound. Tenwold trying to work it in down low. Pinned up along the boards there. Dimmel in there to help him out. Still fighting for possession there. Trying to get that puck freed up. That puck is moving down there. I see it myself. Comes free. Tenwold works it back to the point for Corkum. Corkum works it back in down low. Takes a weird bounce on Dimmel. Dimmel still fighting for possession there into the corner. Now for Wynot. Wynot tries to beat his man. Wynot able to work it down low to Dimmel. Dimmel down low trying to find Tenwold. Shot there. Stopped by McKinnon and rebound. There's nothing of it. And Tenwold getting pushed up upon after the whistle. He just stares him down as Tenwold is much taller than Ethan Gugu. Ethan Gugu there, doing the right thing though, standing up for your goaltender. Always appreciate that as a goaltender. 6-9, the shots in favor of the Rangers. 1-0 hockey game in favor of the Rangers. They try and clear this puck away as they do up to Turner up the left side. Turner trying to work his way in. Broken up on the play, now tied up along the boards. They try and work it into the slot. Turner backhand shot that time, clogged up. Another shot from Turner. Doesn't reach the net. That's picked up by Gugu at the blue line. That one gets fired in deep. Bouncy puck there. It's picked up by Martin Blinn off the right side, trying to skate this one out. That one will get flipped up and out of play. 18:31 to go here in the middle frame. Ozone faceoff coming up here for the Rangers. Linesman gets set to drop the puck here as we are set to begin action once again. Now near the blue line, Harvia gets it taken away from him. That one's going to go down for an icing. And it looked like the Rangers player sent that one down himself. But if you're the Rangers, don't say anything because you got the call. Now they get an O-zone faceoff out of it. Face-off to the right of Tanner. Tied up. One back for Harvey. A shot through. That one goes wide of the net. Broken up by Dion. Now McPherson steered aside by Tanner. Now Morash will pick it up. Hit there on the play. Now trying to work it up through. The Hurricanes. Morash tries to bank that one up. Churchill takes a hit on the play. Harvey will fire that one in deep. Now it's picked up by Dufour. Dufour along the boards, works it back to Surrett. Surrett walks in with a shot that time. Stopped by the goaltender. Rebound now. Just goes wide of the blue paint. Now it's picked up by the Rangers. Skating near that blue line. It's Dufour. Dufour works it in. Still with it. Near the point. Fires it in deep. Down low. Turner will pick up the loose puck. Turner finds man in the slot. Chalk will walk into the slot. Shot kicked away by Tanner. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes. They flip this one up. Churchill trying to get by. Now it's picked up by Surrett. Now broken up near the penalty box. The Rangers looking to go forward off of it. Here they come on the attack. It's Kendall. Kendall to the backhand. Stopped by the goaltender. Rebound now. Comes away. Now it's picked up in the corner. Battling. If they're on the play. Now it's picked up by the Rangers. Off the backhand. That time they score. Not sure how that one squeaked through. It looked like it went 5-hole. And Tanner made the save, but he moved. And that puck came out and squeaked through. So Trig Chalk finds the back of the net for the third time this season. And the Rangers now lead this one 2-0. Referee Cooper Stewart at center ice, set to drop the puck now as we're off. It's one back by the Hurricanes. Up the left side to Wynot, broken up on the play. Down low, loose puck race is picked up by the Rangers. They have it now along the boards. Tenwold pins him up there. LeBlanc nails Tenwold from behind. No call there on the play. Freed up on the boards. Down low, Tenwold trying to get by his man. Now the Rangers skating this one up through. On the attack here, the Rangers with it. Staying on side. Now over to Kendall. Kendall walks his way in. A shot stopped by Tanner and rebound now. That's a pushing and shoving afterwards.
Time to go is 17:09. That's Chalk from Kendall and Hooley at
17:09. 16:38 left to go here in the second period. 17-6. The shots in favor of the Rangers. They lead this one 2-0. Linesman drops the puck now as we're off. Picked up. That one goes high off the glass from Corkum. Now here come the Western Hurricanes skating this one up through. Dimmel skating for that loose puck. Icing's waved off. No, it's going to be called. Even though Dimmel won that loose puck race, icing was still called on the play. So an O-zone faceoff here for the Rangers. Now it's picked up by Ferguson. Ferguson up the right side to Dimmel. Broken up in the feet. And that one just goes wide of Tenwold. Now it's picked up by Gugu. Fired in deep. Down low, here's Ferguson. Now to Surrett. Surrett able to send this one over point to point. A shot there from the point. Off deflection. Stopped by Tanner. Loose there in front of him. Comes out free. Now it's picked up. A shot that time right to the chest of Tanner. A little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards on the play. So an O-zone face-off coming up once again for the Rangers to the left of Marcus Tanner. Tanner so far this season has 4.07 goals allowed average. A 0.879 save percentage. Now down low, it's picked up by the Rangers on the side of the net. The Rangers work it back to Surrett. Surrett at the blue line. Works his way by. That one gets poked away by Bennett. Now the Rangers with it. Sent over to Surrett. Battling now in front of the penalty box. Still fighting for possession that time. Drop back for the Rangers up the right side. That one gets sent in deep. Now it's picked up along the boards. Now it's picked off by D'Entremont. Chase D'Entremont skating this one up through. Takes a hit on the play that time. Down low. It's picked up by the Rangers. McKenzie breaks that one up on the play. Carson McKenzie still battling down there along the boards. Here's D'Entremont. D'Entremont trying to work it back out. D'Entremont to Lucas. That one gets broken up on the play. Marchand Blin tries to fire that one in. Gets it broken up once again. Blin can't hang on to it. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes once again. Fired in deep. Now here's West. West in his own end. Skating this one up the left side. On the attack, it's West. West takes a hit on the play. Puck comes free. Able to work it up to Turner, though. Pass there goes wide. Now the Rangers down low to Dufour. That one comes free. Now Chambers picks up the loose puck. Lucas Chambers up the left side. Takes a hit on the play as he sends that one down. Now behind the net, here's West with it. Able to work that one up. Broken up by Hughes on the play. Down low to Dimmel. Sorry, that's Lucas. Lucas down low to Hosen. Hosen trying to work it back to the blue line for Hughes. Hughes works it in along the half wall. Backhand pass that time to Chambers, caught up in his feet. That one goes up into the Hurricane bench. 14:19 to go here in the second period at 19-6. The shots in favor of the Rangers, who lead this one 2-0. Linesman gets set to drop the puck. Here's we're off. Off the draw, it's one back by LeBlanc. Sent around the boards to Surrett. Surrett along the boards. Trying to bank this one up. Now this one comes free to center ice. Here come the Rangers. Chalk. An offside called on the play. Another stoppage of play. Just over a quarter of the way through the second period of play. 14:07 to go here in the second. Face-off will go right in front of the Rangers bench. Puck drop now as we're off. It's one back by the Hurricanes. No one home to pick it up, though. Now it's picked up by Canuck. Tied up along the boards behind the net now. And Tanner will reach out and make the routine save on the side of the net. Ozone face-off coming up once again for the Rangers, this time with 13:58 to go here in the second period. Puck dropped as we're off. Now here come the Hurricanes, passing this one up through, goes wide. Now LeBlanc's going to pick up the loose puck. LeBlanc able to work that one up, goes wide of everyone. Now down low, here's Corkum. Corkum up through to Churchill. Now battled upon, comes free. And near the penalty box, Kendall fire that one in deep. Broken up by Corkum. Now loose puck race picked up by Ferguson. The Hurricanes sent around the boards the other way. Now it's broken up by the Rangers once again, able to work it down low. Corkum gives a hit that time. And this one comes free. Burgess will fire that one in deep. Down low, here are the Hurricanes with it. Caught up in the feet, sent over to Corkum. Chase Corkum with it up now. Up the right side, connects with him. Dimmel staying on side just barely. Bear Dimmel. Down low into the corner, pinned up along the boards. Tries to work that puck free as it does. Into the slot now, broken up once again behind the net. Tied up on the play, sent around the boards. Now here's Santo. Santo trying to work his way in, taken away by Wilmot. Now penalty coming here to the Western Hurricanes. Slashing the call on the play. So let's get our first look at the Rangers' power play in this one. So an ozone faceoff coming down the other way for the Rangers. Penalty goes to Jacob Santo for slashing. Linesman drops the puck as we're off. That one gets cleared away right off the draw by the Western Hurricanes, so the Rangers will circle back in their own end to pick up the loose puck. This one gets dropped off the left side. Here come the Rangers. Wilmot has it. Wilmot skating this one up through. Wilmot on the attack. Has it as he works into the zone, dishes it off into the slot, broken up on the play once again. Finley Howe out in front to Chalk. Chalk back to the blue line. The Rangers with it. Sent over to Surratt. Surratt with it still. Works it back over. Back to Surratt. Surratt walks in with a shot that time. Goes wide of the net. Now sent down low by the Rangers. Ferguson tries to send it around the boards. Corcoran will look to clear the puck here for the Hurricanes as he does. That one nails the linesman though. Now Chambers tries to clear it still. Caught up in the neutral zone. Now the Rangers look to go forward off of it. Now here's Finley Howe with it. Finley Howe takes a hit from Ferguson on the play. Passed over to Surratt. Surratt's going to walk in. Shot that time. Goes wide. Now here's Dufour. Dufour reverses him kind of along the boards. And Chambers takes a hit. And then Turner clears everyone out. Now back to the blue line. Here's Surratt. Surratt with it. Able to work it back over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc dishes this one off. Going to work their way in. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc walks in with it. Dishes it off. Now down low for Turner. Turner has Burgess out in front. Doesn't get it there. Now back to the blue line for LeBlanc. LeBlanc over to Surratt. Surratt at the blue line. Sends it over far side. Walking in with a shot that time. Stopped by Tanner. Rebound now. Cleared away by Dimmel. The spot comes out near the penalty box. 22 seconds and counting remaining on the power play for the Rangers. So they have it in their own end. Dishes this one down low to West. Cash West broken up by Dimmel on the play. Bear Dimmel has it, finds man in the slot for Dontremont. Dontremont to the forehand, they score! Chase Dontremont, top cheddar shorthanded goal. Beautiful forecheck on the play by Bear Dimmel, and then finds Dontremont crashing it into the slot, and Dontremont buries it for his 6th of the season. 9 seconds to go in the man advantage for the for the Rangers. Sorry, Western Hurricanes still shorthanded. Referee Ian Colbert to center ice, set to drop the puck as we're off. This one gets won back by the Rangers. Drops it back. Now here are the Rangers up the left side. It's Gugu. Gugu back to Chalk. That pass broken up on the play once again. Santo breaks it up on the play as he's out of the box now. Now it's picked up by the Rangers, broken up by Santo once again. Along the boards, tries to work it down low. Now here are the Rangers. Blinn has it in the neutral zone, fires it back in. Now here are the Rangers with it. Fires this one way up through. That one's going to go down for icing on the play. 10:21 to go here in the second period. Ozone faceoff coming up here for the Western Hurricanes. So an ozone faceoff here for the Western Hurricanes as we're back to even strength. 10 in for the draw for the Western Hurricanes now as we're off once again. It's one back. Gugu with it as he takes a ginormous hit from Bear Dimmel in the corner. Now 10 battling. Broken up by Wynot. The Rangers with it. Sent in by Hughes as he takes a high hit. Now the Hurricanes work it in. 10 with it. 10 a shot there right into the chest of Mason McKinnon. 13 games played this so far this season. 305 goals allowed average. 0.903 save percentage on the year. 2-1 hockey game here in Liverpool. Shots on goal 20-8 in favor of the Rangers. Linesman Stephen Parnell drops the puck as we're off. Down low, Tenwell tries to get by his man. We'll get that one over to Dimmel. Back to Corkum. Corkum fires that one on net. Was looking for a deflection. Now the Rangers with it. That one sent in by Ferguson. Keeping it in. Now it's picked up by Harvia behind his own net. Sent around the boards. Tenwell gives a hit there along the boards. Now it's picked up by the Rangers. That one gets chipped in, but broken up by the Rangers. Here they come on the attack. Tries to work it over, but Corkum disrupts it. Now sent around the boards. And will be picked up on the play by the Rangers as they have it now. Hubley fires that one in. Shot there in the slot. Stick save by Marcus Tanner. Ozone face-off here for the Rangers after the stoppage of play. So we're off once again. Off the draw, the Rangers try and chip it in. Now here's Santo skating this one up the left side. Jacob Santo fires that one in deep. Down low, here's Surratt, who takes a hit on the play. Now Santo frees it up. Sent out in front for Dion. Can't hang on to it. Now here's Finley Howe with it. Morash comes in, tries to poke it in. Now taken away by Finley Howe. Up the left side, draws it back. Broken up on the play near the penalty box that time. Now here's Surratt. Surratt fires that one over far side. The Rangers look to work it in. Broken up once again. Now Surratt's going to pick this loose puck up for the Rangers. Hit there on the play from Santo. Now here are the Rangers with it. Sent over to Wilmot. Wilmot works it in. Shot there is whiffed on. Now broken up once again. Lucas will pick up the loose puck for the Hurricanes. Try and work it over this time. Now that one gets worked up to Santo, but Santo can't do much with it. So he was immediately met with a defender. Now here are the Rangers up through. Up the right side finds Kendall. Kendall on the attack. Can't hang on to it. Wilmot will get it back for his side. Wilmot down low. Plays a hit there on the play. Down low, good battle there into the corner. Ozen picks up the loose puck. Pinned up on the play. Now one-timer that time at the face-off circle. Whiffed on. Now the Rangers with it. Work back to West. West through traffic right to the chest of Tanner. 7:56 now to go here in the second period. 22-9 the shots in favor of the Rangers, who lead this one 2-1. Now an O-zone face-off coming up once again for the Rangers. We're off. So tied up off the draw. It's now picked up by the Hurricanes. Battling now along the boards. Picked up by Chalk of the Rangers. Pinned up now. Freed up to Dimmel. Dimmel dishes it off to Wynot. Colton Wynot, that one gets poked away from him. Tenwold has it now. Offside's called on the play now with 7:42 to go here. The second period. This one will go far side in front of the Hurricane bench. Puck dropped as we're off. It's one back by the Rangers. So they have it. Able to dish this one back. Now the Rangers with it. Passed up through, broken up on the play. Here's Kendall. Kendall has it broken up by Dimmel. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes. Passed up through. Here's West. West caught up in the feet of Tenwold. Now Henrik Tenwold picks it up. Tenwold in on goal to the backhand. Shot there. Stopped by McKinnon out in front once again. Another stop by McKinnon. Now back to Blinn. Martin Blinn with it. Blinn works it down low to Tenwold. Broken up on the play. Here's West. Sent around the boards to Hughes. Hughes works it in down low. Tenwold gets it back. Tenwold sends it out in front. Broken up in the slot. Kept in. Just unable to. Now there's Dimmel. Dimmel staying on side. Working his way in. Dimmel to out in front that time. Goes wide of the crease. Shot on goal from Hughes at the blue line. Caught up in the slot. Tenwold picks up the rebound. Now still battling there in the corner. Wynot has him pinned up there. Now puck comes free for Tenwold. Tenwold has it. Works it out in front. Shot there. That one goes high the net. Rebound now. Dimmel gives him a hit behind the net. Now it's picked up by the Rangers. They look to clear the zone. Now it's picked off by the Hurricanes. Once again, a shot that time. Stopped by McKinnon. Rebound now picked up by the Rangers. They look to clear it, but it's kept in by the Hurricanes. They jam it back in down low. Now LeBlanc with it. LeBlanc dishes this one over. Now a chance for the Rangers to break out and get something going for themselves. Here's West. Cash West fires that one in deep. Now down low, here's Hughes. Knocks Hughes over to the right side. So Hurricanes look to go on the attack. Blinn takes a hit there in front of the penalty box. Now it'll get fired in deep. That's picked up by the Rangers. Hit there from McKenzie, a huge one. Now to the slot for Chambers. A shot that time gets broken up out to the corner. Now Chambers uses his body to pick up that one and work it down low. Staunchmont takes a hit there in front of the net, away from the play. Now that one gets kept in at the blue line by the Hurricanes. Now down low. The Rangers with it. Sent down once again. Here's Surratt. Gavin Surratt. That one goes high off the glass. Can't quite keep that one in at the blue line. Now here's a chance for Turner trying to work his way in. Turner to the forehand in the slot. Stopped by Tanner. Now back to Harvia. Shot through right into the trapper of Tanner. Rebound now comes out. Now for McPherson. McPherson in the slot for Dufour. Dufour has it up the right side, trying to work his way in. Dufour out in the slot for McPherson. One timer that time. Clogged up through the lane. Corkum tries to clear it. Harvia with it now. Harvia avoids his man. Chambers gives him a bump that time, but the Rangers just barely able to keep it in. Now here's Ferguson. Ferguson with it. Skating this one up through to the left side. Passed over. Now it's picked up by the Rangers. Chambers applying some forecheck that time. Now here's Wilmot. Wilmot skating this one in over the blue line. Shot there from Wilmot. Stopped by the goaltender. Rebound. Now it's picked up by Ferguson on the play. Broken up once again. Now behind the net. Tries to work it over to Donchmont. Donchmont able to work this one over to Chambers. Now Lucas Chambers takes a hit on the play. Now Burgess at the blue line. Burgess into the slot that time. Finley Howe can't hang on to that one cleanly. Now along the boards, Dion tries to work it up to Donchmont. Now it's freed up over to Chambers. Now back to the blue line. It's easily kept in by Gugu. That one goes high of the net. Rebound now. It's picked up by Finley Howe of the Rangers. Now broken up on the play. Can't hold the line that time. Icing waved off on the play. The Hurricanes are able to get a line change out of it. Now here's Gugu. Gugu dishes this one off to LeBlanc. Churchill on a good forecheck that time. The Rangers have it now, skating up the left side on the attack. Now this one will get poked up to Churchill. Now here's Canuck up to Dion. Out to the neutral zone. Here's Churchill. This one comes free now for Corkum. Corkum trying to work his way in. Brought down to the ice. Now the Rangers with it. Bank feet up the left side. Now a loose puck race going in. It's picked up by Kendall. Kendall shot. They score. Jack Kendall, the leading scorer for the Rangers, proves it by putting home a beauty upstairs on Marcus Tanner. And the Rangers take back their 2-goal lead. It's 3-1. Just under 3.5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Referee drops the puck as we're off the draw. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes up the left side to Wynot. Wynot tries to chip it up. Now here's Surrett. Surrett works it in down low. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes around the boards. Dimmel tries to work it back. It's picked off on the doorstep. Shot, they score. And what a time of events that time. Carter Hubley puts home his first Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League goal off of an offensive turnover from the Western Hurricanes, and buries it. Miscommunication on the play leads to a beautiful goal in the slot from Carter Hubley. And now the Rangers take their biggest lead of the hockey game so far. It's 4-1. Puck dropped as we're off. It's one back for Ferguson up the left side. That one gets sent in. Now it's picked up by Corkum. Now it's picked off by the Rangers once again. Can they score again? The Rangers in on the attack. Shot whiffed on that time. And Tanner will get the whistle here. Now an ozone face-off here for the Rangers to the left of Tanner as we're off once again back to the blue line for LeBlanc. LeBlanc works it in deep. Now the Rangers with it. Broken up on the play, sent out in front to Turner. Turner, that one gets broken up on the play. The Rangers able to get this one back. Back to Harvia. Harvia through traffic. That one kicked away. And that one goes high off the glass. Harvia hit there on the play. Now it's broken up on the play. Now here's Harvia. Harvia has McPherson with it. Over to him. Shot there. That goes wide. Now the Rangers back to the blue line. That one goes wide to Turner. Turner picks it up near his own blue line that time. Passed up through. Is picked off by Ferguson. Callan Ferguson passes this one up. Out of reach of McKenzie. He'll hit him on the play that time. Now McKenzie takes a hit there from Turner down low. It'll be picked up on the play. Up the boards now. Broken up by Donchwan as he tries to work it back down low. Now the Rangers with it. Dished over to the left for Turner. Down low. Be picked up by Martin Blin. Blin along the gut of the ice. That one gets broken up on the play. Now this one comes out. Here's West. West works his way in a shot that time. Bouncing puck kicked away by Marcus Tanner. Now Burgess works it back in. Here's Martin Blin. Blinn works it up the left side. That one just out of reach. And icing called on the play with 1:29 to go here in the second period. 4-1 your score in favor of the Rangers. 32-10 the shots in favor of the Rangers as well. Ozone faceoff coming up here for none other than the Rangers. Linesman drops the puck as we're off. Broken up on the play to the side of the net. Tanner covers it up. We'll get another stoppage of play just 4 seconds after the last one. So another ozone faceoff coming up here for the Rangers with 1:25 to go here in the second period. Linesman Byron O'Coin drops the puck as we're off. Now broken up on the play. Dion with it. Dion works it over to Hosen. Now it's picked up by West. West, that one gets nearly picked off by Dion. Still can't handle it cleanly, and that one hits the body up in the Hurricane bench. .112 to go here in the second period. Ozone face-off coming up here for the Western Hurricanes. Puck dropped as we're off. Back to the blue line. Slid across to Corkum. Corkum a shot through. Finds the back of the net off a deflection. I'm not sure who got that one. Looked like there was definitely a tip in front, but the Hurricanes need it nonetheless. And it might be Kingston Lucas leading the way. And if it was Lucas, that'll be his 4th of the season. So Corkum definitely has an assist on that one as he had the shot from the point. But it looked like there may have been maybe even more than one deflection on the play. But either way, it beats Mason McKinnon 5-hole, sorry. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes as Canuck sends it down, trying to build the momentum. Now Lucas and Hosen sandwich the Rangers player on the play. Down low, Lucas works it down low to Hosen. Mateo Hosen works it out in front to Chambers. A shot that time broken up. Now it's picked up by the Rangers. Here they come on the attack. It's Kendall up the left side, dishes it off to Chalk. That one gets poked away. Now Chambers will pick up the loose puck for the Hurricanes over the red line now on the attack. It will work it in deep. Down low, Chambers will hit Kendall on the play. Now slid across for West. West picks it up along the boards. Now it's picked up by Tenwold. Tenwold down low. Finds Corkum in the slot, broken up. Shot there, that just goes wide. In the corner now, here's Corkum. Corkum works it back to Dimmel, who's holding his line. Now Dimmel's trying to work in. Bear Dimmel out in front. A shot there. Caught up in front of the net. That time gets cleared away to the corner. Now rebound comes out. Down low. Here's Dimmel behind the net. Dimmel getting tied up. No hack on the play. Shot there from Corkum. That one hits the scoreboard. 0.4 seconds to go here in the second period. 32-12. The shots in favor of the Rangers, and rightfully so. Tanner's going to head to the bench to get an extra attacker out there for the Hurricanes, and I'd imagine the Hurricanes will probably load up the one side. Shot there right away from Tenwold, and that one just goes wide. So after 2 periods of completed hockey action here in High Button Sports, the Hurricanes able to get another one back, but still trail by 2. 4-2 your score in favor of the Rangers. 32-12 the shots in favor of the Rangers. And we'll head into the intermission from High Button Sports. My name's Easton Shoup. We'll be right back. Alrighty, hockey fans, we're back here for the third period of play. Today's Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League. Game between the Rangers and the Hurricanes. The Rangers lead this one 4-2, and that one takes a weird bounce, caught up in the slot. Wilmot's able to clear that one away, but that one took a weird bounce on McKinnon that time. And that one gets poked up by the Rangers, and here they come on the attack, trying to get it over to Burgess. Burgess walks in, a shot that time, kicked away by Tanner. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes, hit there on the play. Now Wilmot gets it for the Rangers, dished over to Surrett. Surrett with it, walks in, shot right into the trapper of Marcus Tanner. .19:28 to go here in the third period. 4-2 score in favor of the Rangers. 34-12 the shots in favor of the Rangers. And the ozone faceoff will come quickly for the Rangers. Puck drop now as we're off. It's one back for the Rangers. Back to LeBlanc. Can't hold the line. And Tenwold had a breakaway that time, and they blew it down because the clock turned off. Now the clock comes back on. This should at least be an ozone face-off in favor of the Hurricanes, but tough break there. So face-off will go in front of the Rangers penalty box, actually, and what a tough break that time for the Western Hurricanes. Had a breakaway all alone. It's taken back. As we get set to drop the puck here, it's one back by the Rangers. LeBlanc able to work this one over. Now sent back over. Passed up through to McPherson. Broken up on the play. Here's Ferguson. Broken up. Here's Tenwold. Tenwold works his way in. Shot that time. Gets blocked through the lane. Now it's picked up by West. Down low now. Here's LeBlanc. LeBlanc dishes this one up. Now it's picked up by the Rangers as they look to break out here. Now here the Rangers caught up. Ferguson able to work this one up. It's sent down by LeBlanc. Down low, that one gets poked away by Tanner. Now Corkum up through. That one gets poked. Now it's picked up by the Rangers in their own end. Sent over. Now the Hurricanes with it. Here's Ferguson. Ferguson dishes this one over. Now for the Hurricanes, they'll work this one up the right side. On the attack, that Dimmel fire that one in. McKinnon out of his crease to play the puck. Now for Gugu. Gugu behind his net. Skating this one up the left side. Kept in just barely at the blue line. Now here's Surrett. Surrett down low. Avoids a man once again. Now it's picked up the left side. Or up the right side, sorry, by the Rangers. Just as this one off to Turner. Now it's taken away by Blinn. Martin Blinn loses it that time. Gives a hit on the play. Now it's sent over. Here's Hubley. Hubley takes a hit on the play. Now that one gets sent in by the Hurricanes and now out to center. Gugu gets tripped up. Broken up by the Hurricanes. Now it gets broken up once again by the Hurricanes. Battling now in front of the penalty box for possession. This one comes free going the other way. No icing on the play. Now it's picked up by the Rangers. Here they come, skating this one up through. On the attack, here they come. That one will be sent down low. Be picked up down low by Kendall. Kendall takes a bump on the play. Down low, still fighting for possession down there. Trying to free it up. Hit there on the play. Now here's Churchill. Churchill tries to free this one up. Now at the blue line, sent in. Bouncing puck, steered aside with ease by Tanner. Tanner works this one over. Now it's picked up by Chalk. Chalk is shot there from the blue line, right into the chest of Tanner. .17:07 left to go here in the third period. Ozone faceoff coming up for the Rangers, who lead this one 4-2 and leading the shots 36-12. Puck drop now as we're off. Near the face-off circle, here's LeBlanc who takes a bump on the play. Now here are the Hurricanes with it. Take a hit on the play from behind. There's going to be a penalty coming up here to the Rangers. Now here comes Chambers. Chambers tries to dish this one over far side. Now Dimmel with it. The Hurricanes able to get the extra attacker out there. Now here's Dimmel. Bear Dimmel with it. Drops this one back. Passed up through. Worked up to Dimmel. Dimmel can't hang on to that one cleanly. Now the Rangers pick up the loose puck. Now the referees are going to have a brief discussion here. Two-minute minor penalty here for boarding on the play to the Rangers. So no zone face-off here for the Hurricanes as they head to the power play and look to build off of it. This next goal could be the big one for either team. Now here are the Hurricanes sent in deep. Down low, the Hurricanes near the face-off circle, sent over to Wynot, connects. Colton Wynot sends it over, one-timer, just goes wide of the net, didn't get everything he wanted on it. Wynot another shot right into the chest of McKinnon, loose puck on the side of the net. Dimmel there, picks up the loose puck, works it back to Corkum. Corkum works it in down low. Here's Tenwold. Henrik Tenwold works it over to Wynot. Wynot back to Corkum. Corkum shot through, steered aside by McKinnon. Rebound down low on the side of the net, picked up by the Rangers as they look to clear the puck. Wynot can't hold that line. Now down low, here's Tanner. Tanner plays this one over for Corkum. Chase Corkum now skating up through on the attack up the right side. Over to Dimmel now. Bear Dimmel works his way in. Dimmel shot there, stopped by McKinnon. And no more after that. 15:45 to go here in the third period. 4-2 hockey game in favor of the Rangers. 1:09 to go on the power play for the Hurricanes. Ozone face-off for the Hurricanes coming up. Puck dropped as we're off. Down low now, it'll be picked up by Santo. Back to the point for Ferguson. Ferguson sends this one over to Blinn. Martin Blinn walks in a shot. That one redirected out to the corner. Now Ferguson will get it back. Now down low, back to Ferguson. Pass broken up though, but Ferguson able to get it back. Deflection that time. Goes out to the corner. Now Martin Blinn sends it out in front. Loose puck on the side of the net. Worked out into the slot. Just no one there to pick it up. Now the Rangers have a chance short-handed trying to get by. Putting on the brakes near the blue line. It's the Rangers with it. Slid across, far side. Right into the trapper of Tanner, and he's going to play this one aside. Ferguson with it, down low in his own end. Dishes this one over to the right. Now the Hurricanes look to go on the attack. It's Dion. Dion skating up through on the attack. Dion tries to split the D, unable to now. The Rangers clear this one, but kept in with ease by Martin Blinn. Blinn trying to walk in with a shot that time, punched away. Rebound for Blinn, works it down low. Now here are the Hurricanes with it. Sent over to Corkum. Corkum walks in, a shot. That time they score! Chase Corkum, power play goal. And just what the Hurricanes needed. And the Western Hurricanes assistant captain defenseman Chase Corkum finds the back of the net with a beauty. It's now 4-3 for the Rangers. Now the Hurricanes have some momentum to build on here after that beauty of a power play goal from Corkum. Referee drops the puck as we're off. Down low now, here's West. Cash West with it in his own end. Up to do 4, broken up. Now the Rangers look to go on the attack. So they skate this one up through, staying on side. Slid across into the slot. Now a one-time shot that time. Goes wide of the net. Now Dimmel's going to pick up the loose puck for the Hurricanes. Up the right side, getting tied up on the play. Trying to work this one up. Now slid across to McPherson. McPherson fires that one on net to Tanner. Takes a weird bounce on him. Still able to make the save. Corkum whiffs on the pass that time. Now work down low. Here's Chase Corkum, who's able to get this one back. Corkum up the right side. Sends it up. Dimmel gets a poke on that one. Broken up by Tenwold now, too, as he gives a hit to West. Now the Hurricanes fire this one up through. Now picked off by the Rangers as they'll skate this one up through. There's the Rangers with it in the corner. Corkum tries to work this one up. The Rangers will pick this one up in the neutral zone. Now here's Gugu. Gugu fires that one in deep. Broken up by Ferguson. Ferguson tries to pass that one over. Now here the Rangers back to Surrett. Surrett fires it in. Gets deflected, though. Now here's Tenwold, who puts on the brakes. Caught up in his feet, though. Now the Rangers pick it up and go in the attack. Backhand shot from Kendall near the faceoff circle goes wide. Chalk has it back to Surrett. Surrett a shot in. That one goes wide of the net. Now down low, it's picked up by the Hurricanes. They look to clear it. Trying to get by his man. Now battling still. That one comes out to center ice. Now it's picked up by the Rangers who have it. Now at the left side, battling there in front of the penalty box. Puck finally comes free. Down low, Martin Blinn whiffs on the pass. Down low, Donchmont tries to pick up the loose puck. He gets tied up. Blinn able to free up the puck. Now Martin Blinn tries to clear it. Fired in down low. Ferguson will pick up the loose puck for the Hurricanes. Tries to work it up on the play. Still battling there against the boards. Down low, here's Martin Blinn. Up to Chambers. Chambers up to McKenzie, sorry. Carson McKenzie fires that one in. Now here's Donchmont. Donchmont tries to dish this one off. Now it's picked up by Wilmot. Now here come the Rangers on the attack up the right side. It's Wilmot. Wilmot working his way in. Slid across from the slot. Burgess' shot is broken up on the play by the Hurricanes. Dion tries to clear it. Tied up, though, on the play. Hit into the corner. Puck comes free to West. West slides it over to his D partner. Shot through. That one gets blocked. Now near the Hurricane bench. Trying to clear the puck. Unable to, though. Now the Rangers walk in. There's going to be a penalty coming up here to the Rangers. And a hit to the head. And this could be a match penalty here to the Rangers. As Churchill got slammed in the head. So it's going to go to Landon Harvieux. Referees come together at center ice here. We'll see what we got. So referee Cooper Stewart and Ian Colbert getting together at center ice here, discussing what the call may be. We'll see what we got here. So Harvieux is going to receive 5 minutes for head contact and a game misconduct to go along with that. So now a 5-minute power play coming up here to the Western Hurricanes with 12:07 to go here in the third period. So referee Ian Colbert and linesman Stephen Parnell giving the explanation to the Rangers head coach over there, Andrew Wigington. So now the Rangers coming to serve the minor penalty. It looks to be Ellis Burgess to the box to serve the 5-minute major. So a great opportunity here for the Western Hurricanes to get the equalizer and maybe take a lead of their own. 12:07 to go here in the third O-zone faceoff for the Western Hurricanes. As we're off once again. Off the draw, tied up down low. Broken up on the play here, the Rangers behind the net. Down low, still fighting for possession down there. Now Corcoran can't hold the line that time. Corcoran has a man on his back. Corcoran's still with it. He'll skate this one behind his own netminder. Looking to set things up. Slid across far side. Now Dimmel tries to beat his man. He takes a bump on the play. Now Dimmel behind his own net, or behind the attacking net, sorry. Dimmel works it down low to Donchmont, getting pinned up along the boards. Dimmel has it. Tries to work it back to Wynot, as he does. Colton Wynot works it back to Dimmel. Bear Dimmel slid across, caught up in the feet. Now Tenwell tries to put that one home, but caught up. That one gets slid down low. Here's LeBlanc, who's going to pick it up. That one gets cleared away. Picked up in the neutral zone, though, by Chase Corkum. Corkum will skate this one back in front of his own netminder. Now passed up through. Just barely goes wide of Dimmel. Great chance, though. Looking for the right pass for sure. So no zone faceoff coming up for the Rangers. So they're shorthanded for another 3:57. Now it's passed up the left side. Now it's picked up by the Rangers. Broken up on the play. Now here's Ferguson, Kellen Ferguson. Tries to blast that one over. Now Corkum with it. Chase Corkum in his own end. Fires it over. Now for the Hurricanes, over to Ferguson once again. Fires it over once again. Working into Santo. Santo works it back to Ferguson. Kellen Ferguson, low point area. Having trouble hanging on to it. Slides it over to Martin Blinn. Blinn walks in with a shot. Stopped by McKinnon. .10:33 to go here in the third period. 39-19 the shots in favor of the Rangers. O-zone faceoff coming up here for the Western Hurricanes. Puck drop now as we're off. Now work back to the blue line for the Hurricanes. Over to Corkum. Corkum works it down low. Lucas tries to work it out in front. Cleared away. Here's Corkum. Slides it over. Now the Hurricanes slide it over once again. Corkum with it. The Rangers wanted a high stick that time. Corkum a shot that time. Gets blocked through the lane. And can't quite clear it or hold the line. Sorry, he's Blinn. Martin Blinn. That one gets poked away from him. Now down low. Dion's going to pick up the loose puck. Under 3 minutes to go on the power play for the Hurricanes. Backhand shot stopped by the goaltender. Rebound now. Comes free now. Here's Dion with it. Brex Dion skating this one up through. Gets that one poked away. Now in the neutral zone. Now there's Santo. Now Corkum with it. Chase Corkum slides it up the right side. Blinn takes a hit there. He carried it over the line, and Wilmot's going to clear it once again. Now here's Corkum. Chase Corkum now in his own end. We're going to set up the power play breakout here. He slides it over to Dimmel. Bear Dimmel skating this one up through center on the attack. Trying to work his way in. Dimmel, backhand shot that time. Can't put it home. Tries to send it out in front. Still battling down there. Bear Dimmel now into the corner. Work back to Canuck. Canuck works it over. Back to Canuck. Canuck doesn't let it go. Back to Canuck. Canuck slides this one over. Back to Canuck. Canuck over to Wynot, a shot through. Stopped by the goaltender in an early whistle here. Rebound was still on the side of the net there from McKinnon. A no-zone faceoff coming up once again for the Western Hurricanes. They're still on the power play for another 150. 8:56 to go in the third period. 150 on the power play for the Hurricanes. 41-20 the shots in favor of the Rangers, who lead at 4-3. So we're off. Down low. Work down low for Finley Howe. Winding up for a slap shot that time to clear the puck as they are able to. That one reaches Tanner in goal. Now here's Corkum. Chase Corkum with it. Skating this one up through. Corkum up the right side to Dimmel. Dimmel gives him a hit. Now it's picked up by Corkum. Corkum going to his right. Up through to Tenwold. Henrik Tenwold up the left side. Tries to work it in. Down low now. It's picked up by LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to clear it. Now it's picked up by Corkum. Corkum avoids his man. Corkum trying to walk in. Shot that time. Goes wide. Now it's going to be picked up. Wynot comes pinching in. Works it down low. Now Tenwold with it. Henrik Tenwold back out. Bit of a miscommunication, that time. Had trouble spitting that one out between between Wynot and Corkum. Now this one slid over to Blinn. Can't hang on to it. Now it's picked up by Dimmel. That one will go up into the Rangers bench. With 7:49 to go here in the third period. 42 seconds left on the man advantage for the Hurricanes. Obviously, the Hurricanes have had some chances, but the Rangers have been phenomenal on this penalty kill. Puck drop now. It's one back and another miscommunication between the D-men. There's Blinn. Martin Blinn tries to slide it over. That one almost found the back of Tanner's net. Now down low, here's Corkum. Chase Corkum slides this one over to Blinn. Martin Blinn up the left side. Slides this one over. Staying on side is Dion. Dion tries to work it down low. Now back to Blinn. Blinn shot that time. Takes a deflection down low to Santo. Santo tries to work it out in front. Bouncing puck picked up by Dion now. Brex Dion back to the point for Blinn. Martin Blinn slides it over. One time from Corkum. Stopped by the goaltender. Man now out of the box for the Rangers as we're back to even strength. So the Hurricanes came up short on that 5-minute power play. Now it's broken up on the play once again. Now here's Dion. Dion drops it back for Knock. Knock gets it back over to Dion. Dion skating up through. On the attack, Dion skates this one up through. On the attack, just barely able to stay on side, but now it's taken away by the Rangers. Lucas will break it up, try and chip it in. Now Dion can't work it in as well. It'll come out to center ice. Now here's Hughes. Knox Hughes tries to pass this one up. Now battled upon. Broken up on the play once again. Now here's Santo. Santo tries to find Wynot. Wynot's going to be able to pick it up. Colton Wynot all by himself. Avoids his man. Wynot shot there. Stopped by McKinnon. Now up through. Now here's Burgess. Burgess gets by. Burgess slides this one over into the corner. Wilmot immediately met by Knock. Now the Hurricanes pick up the loose puck. It's Tenwold. Hank Tenwold tries to flip this one up. LeBlanc will pick up the loose puck and fire it back in deep. Now here's Hughes, sent around the boards to Wynot. That one just came out of the zone. It's picked up by the Hurricanes. They'll skate this one up. Slid across to Knock. Alex Knock with it. Slid across to Hughes. Hughes dishes this one up. Wynot will fire that one down. Down low, loose puck race. West takes a hit from Dimmel into the corner. Now there's Kendall. Kendall passes this one up. Broken up on the play. Now there's Hubley. Hubley drops it back for Kendall. Kendall fires that one on. Stop by the goal to the rebound. Just whiffed on the play. Now West. That one gets poked away from him. Now comes out to Wynot. Wynot tries to hang on to it. Still unable to. Now Kendall will pick up the loose puck. Hit there from Wynot on the play. Sends him down to the ice. Now here's Ferguson. Kellen Ferguson tries to fire this one up to Tenwold. Tenwold trying to find a man. Surratt will fire that one back in deep. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. Now it's picked up by Ferguson. Kellen Ferguson fires up the center of the ice that time. Tries to find Donchmont. Donchmont still battling that time with Finley Howe into the corner. McKenzie in there to help him out. Good 2-on-2 battle there into the corners. The puck comes free. Now it's picked up by Dufour. Dufour now picked up by Chambers. Chambers along the boards. Takes a hit. Still trying to move forward on it as he's able to work it down low to Donchmont on the doorstep. Sent out in front. Ferguson will pick it up. Back to the point for Blinn. Martin Blinn fires it in through traffic. Takes a bounce off the boards. Sent out in front. Now it's picked off by the Rangers trying to go the other way off the glass. Now Ferguson able to work this one over for Chambers. Lucas Chambers can't hang on to that one cleanly. Now the Rangers will pick this one up, going the other way. Now it's picked up by Ferguson, passed over to Blinn, nearly picked off by the Rangers by Wilmot. Now it's picked up by the Rangers in front of their own bench, broken up on the play once again. Now the Rangers. Here's Gugu. Gugu winds up for it, punched away by Tanner. Now up through on the play, huge hit in open ice that time. Now here's Wilmot. Wilmot will drop this one back for LeBlanc. LeBlanc works his way in. Now here's West. West up through. Here are the Hurricanes. Now here's Churchill. Churchill walks in and shot that time. Now it's picked up. Hit there on the play. Now it gets cleared away by the Rangers. And icing called on the play. 3:27 to go here in the third period. 44-23. The shots in favor of the Rangers, who lead this one 4-3 in the late stages of this third period. So now no zone face-off here for the Hurricanes. It's Tenwold. Puck dropped as we're off. Back for Knock. Knock slides it over to Corkum. Corkum shot through traffic. That one just goes wide. Knock able to work it back down low. Off the boards. Tenwold there. Rangers break it up once again. Tenwold down low. Tries to work it out in front. No one home though. Now the Rangers look to break out. Here's Turner. Turner up the left side. Chipped in deep. That's picked up by Knock. Alex Knock with it. Up the left side. Passed up. Broken up by the Rangers and fired back in deep. Now here's Corkum. Corkum. Backhand pass that time is broken up by Kendall. Kendall works it down low. Out in front to Kendall that time. Broken up, though, by the Hurricanes once again. Soretto work it back in deep. Canuck will pick up the loose puck for the Hurricanes. Puts on the brakes, tries to turn it the other way. Immediately met by two Rangers players behind the net. Now the Rangers with possession down low to Chalk. Down low, tries to send it out in front. Soretto hold the line for the Rangers. Surrett's going to walk in with a shot. That one gets blocked by Tenwold. Now Tanner can't swallow up the rebound. Now out to the corner. It's cleared away. Wynot's going to apply some pressure. Now Tenwold picks it up. Tenwold's going to clear the zone. Doesn't look to be enough on it for icing. Now there's Gugu battling with Dimmel there in the corners. It's now pinned up. Down low, trying to battle it. Trying to free it up. So the puck hasn't really moved much so far. Finally starting to come free there. As it does, it moves over a little bit. Now the Hurricanes really want possession of this puck as they get it. Now down low, Dimmel tries to work it out in front. Dimmel behind the net. Sent out in front. Shot there on the side of the net. Can't put it home. Now back in front. Blinn from the blue line. Shot blocked by Kendall. Now here's Blinn. Martin Blinn gets it back over to Corkum. Chase Corkum now. On the attack. Here's Corkum working his way in. On the attack. Shot there. That goes wide. Now here's D'Entremont. D'Entremont works it back in. Down low. It's picked up by the Hurricanes as they have it. Sent out in front. Pass blocked. Corkum able to get back. Send back in. Goaltender to the bench for the Western Hurricanes. Now the Rangers come up with possession of it. They try and work that one up. Now it's picked up by Blinn. Blinn will work it back in deep. 1:10 to go. Down low, here's Gugu. Gugu takes a hit on the play. Now here's Tenwold. Tenwold slides it over to Dion. Pass gets broken up on the play. Now Corkum's going to have to skate hard for this puck. Looks absolutely gassed, though. Fired at the empty net. They score. No, ice. It's going to be waved off here. Stephen Parnell had offside on the play. So now a timeout going to be called by the Western Hurricanes. So big relief for the Hurricanes there. So we'll take a break from the action. We'll be right back here after the timeout. Alrighty, hockey fans, we're back here after the timeout called by the Western Hurricanes. Now a big chance the Hurricanes need to win this draw. Tanner's itching to get out of his crease down there as we're off, tied up off the draw. Now going forward is Dimmel. Bear Dimmel right off the draw, takes a bump as he enters the attacking zone. Now it's picked up by Kendall, pinned up by Dimmel on the play, trying to free it up down low. Seems to be an injured player down there for the Rangers. So we are back now after the injury timeout. There'll be an ozone faceoff coming up here for the Western Hurricanes. 39 seconds on the clock. 44-23, the shots in favor of the Rangers. Empty net for the Hurricanes. So now we get set to go. So linesman gets set to drop the puck now as we're off. It's one back for Corkum. Corkum, a shot through, steered aside by McKinnon, and that one goes up into the protective netting here with 34.6 seconds to go. Now linesman getting set to drop the puck once again as we're off. Off the draw, it's tied up. The Rangers look to go forward. Fired at the empty net once again. That one's going to be good. And just like that, Ryland Turner finds the back of the net for the 14th time this season. And the Rangers are going to skate away with a victory here in Liverpool. The referee at center ice. So we get set to go here. It's one back. Now here's Martin Blin behind his own goal net. Maybe a chance for one last break for the Hurricanes. Tries to find Chambers, but it's batted down by the Rangers. Now the Hurricanes with a huge hit in open ice that time from LeBlanc. And Chambers lays a hit on the play. Now here's Lucas at center ice. Less than 10 seconds to go. Lucas will skate back in his own end. Fires it over. Now it'll go down the length of the ice. A little bit of pushing and shoving away from the play. When time's going to expire here. And that's going to do it. Final score 5-3 in favor of the Rangers here on home ice in front of the Western crowd. Goaltender Marcus Tanner saved 40 of 44 shots he faced. That's going to do it from High Button Sports. My name's Easton Shoup. Stay tuned. The next game for both these teams, for the Rangers, it'll be next Saturday versus Bedford at 3 p.m. on home ice. And for the Western Hurricanes, it'll be a weekend doubleheader up in Shelburne at the Shelburne County Arena. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday they'll play the Cougars, and Sunday they'll get to take on the Bedford Bandits. So both teams get to look at the Bedford Bandits next weekend. So Hurricanes just beat them last night in Bedford. From High Button Sports, my name's Easton Shoup. Have a great West Euro weekend.